Bismillah. Hope and Love Over Fear and Hate, Part 3 of 5. Muslim versus non-Muslim terrorism. We have been conditioned to associate terrorism with Islam. In essence, we are like Pavlov's dog. But how accurate is this association? In a report published in January of 2015, it illustrated that in Europe from 2010 to 2015, less than 2% of the terrorist attacks were committed by Muslims. As Europol, the European Union's law enforcement agency, noted in its report released in 2014, the vast majority of terror attacks in Europe were perpetrated by separatist groups. For example, in 2013, there were 152 terror attacks in Europe. Only 2 of them were religiously motivated, while 84 were predicated upon ethno-nationalist or separatist beliefs. In December 2013, France's FLNC terrorists carried out simultaneous rocket attacks against police stations in 2 French cities. In Greece, in late 2013, the left-wing militant Popular Revolutionary Forces shot and killed 2 members of the right-wing political party Golden Dawn. In Italy, the anarchist group FAI engaged in numerous terror attacks, including sending a bomb to a journalist, and the list goes on and on. Have you ever heard of these incidents? Probably not. But if Muslims had committed them, do you think our media would have covered it? In 2011, one of the worst terror attacks ever in Europe was carried out by a Christian terrorist, Anders Breivik. He slaughtered 77 people in Norway to further his anti-Muslim, anti-immigrant, and pro-Christian Europe agenda, as he stated in his manifesto. But how much press did we see in the United States? How many weeks of coverage and fear-mongering about this threat to civilization did we see? We did not see terrorism experts fill the cable news sphere asking how we can stop future Christian terrorists. What about Asia? Have you heard about the Buddhist terrorists? Extremist Buddhists have killed many Muslim civilians in Burma and in Sri Lanka. Some went on a violent rampage burning down Muslim homes and businesses. In coordinated attacks on Muslim neighborhoods and villages in October 2012 to terrorize and forcibly relocate the population, the death toll was 28 children who were hacked to death, including 13 under the age of 5. In January of 2014, more than 48 Muslims were killed by these Buddhist terrorists. What about the Jewish terrorists? Per the 2013 State Department's report on terrorism, there were 399 acts of terror committed by Israeli settlers in what are known as price tag attacks. These Jewish terrorists attacked Palestinian civilians, causing physical injuries to 93 of them, and also vandalized scores of mosques and Christian churches. In the United States, the percentage of terror attacks committed by Muslims is almost as minuscule as in Europe. An FBI study looking at terrorism committed on U.S. soil between 1980 and 2005 found that 94% of the terror attacks were committed by non-Muslims. Wow, 94% of these attacks in 25 years by non-Muslim terror groups, yet our biggest threat is Islam? How logical is this? When was the last time we heard the media refer to those who attack abortion clinics as Christian terrorists? Even though these attacks occur at 1 of every 5 reproductive healthcare facilities. We are a so-called Christian nation, so that would require us to look at the enemy within our country, and that makes many uncomfortable. And yet, we are being falsely led to believe that Muslim is synonymous with terrorism, Although this claim is in fact incorrect, for argument's sake, let us say we should be afraid of terrorists. But how severe or dire is this threat to Americans? More on this next time. If you have any questions, then please ask a Muslim. Thank you.